Money isn't enough for a Birkin. You'd think if you have the money, you can buy anything. But there's one item where that assumption breaks down completely: the Hermès Birkin. Because no matter how much money you have, you can't just walk into a store and buy one. And that's not an accident, it's by design. Most luxury brands sell products. Hermès doesn't just sell products, it controls access. And nowhere is that more obvious than with the Birkin. There's no display case, no price tag in the window, no online checkout. You can't just ask for one. In fact, if you walk into Hermès and say, "I want a Birkin," that alone signals something. It tells them, you don't understand how this works. Because Birkins aren't sold, they're offered. Inside Hermès, they're known as quota bags. Each store receives a limited number, and not every client gets access. Because distribution isn't based on demand, it's controlled. Behind the scenes, there's a system most people never see. A system built on purchase history, relationships, and perception. Sales associates aren't just staff, they're gatekeepers. They decide who gets access, and more importantly, who doesn't. Who are you? What have you bought before? Do you understand the brand, or are you just trying to get the most recognizable item? Because from Hermès's perspective, the wrong person owning a Birkin lowers its value. So instead of making the product accessible, they make access selective. This is why people spend thousands, sometimes tens of thousands, on items they didn't originally plan to buy. Scarves, shoes, jewelry, homeware. In many cases, clients spend as much, or even more, than the price of the bag before they're ever offered one. They're not shopping, they're positioning. And over time, if you're seen as the right kind of client, something changes. You don't choose the Birkin is chosen for you. Color, leather, size, you don't control it. Which is exactly the point. Because the value of a Birkin isn't just the craftsmanship. It's not even the price. It's the system behind it. The fact that access is controlled. Luxury has always understood something most people miss. Scarcity creates desire, but controlled access creates power. When something is available to everyone, it stops being a signal. That's why real status moves differently. It shifts away from visibility and toward selectivity. A logo can be copied, money can be earned, but access has to be granted. And that's what Hermès is really selling. Not just a bag, but a filter, a way of separating those who can afford something from those who are allowed to have it. Because the truth is, you don't buy a Birkin, you get offered one, and that changes everything. Because in the end, money gets you close, but it doesn't get you in. And that's why money isn't enough for a Birkin.